I'm Conor Daly, and you're watching Safe is Fast. Driving an oval for a first time is definitely a wild experience. It's something that for sure you need to take your time building up to.
Most guys start from road racing background, so to go into oval racing is a bit of an eye-opener or a bit of a terrifying experience. So you need to manage the fear factor a little bit.
You need to build up your confidence level. I think my biggest advice is start, step by step. Don't try and overstep. Especially on a road course, you can overstep and then bring it back. If you overstep on an oval, you're in the fence.
You can't outdrive the car on an oval. Let it tell you what it needs, and if you need to make a pit stop and make an adjustment, do that. And the sooner that you can get the car in the window that you need, the better off you're going to be.
And also recalibrating your brain a little bit to tune all of your inputs down. At a road course, it's a lot of big inputs on pedals, on steering. On the oval, because of the speed, everything is subtle and precise.
But it's all about understanding the car that you're driving. The car and everything it does is so much more important on the ovals when it comes to balance.
Every little thing, every bump on track, you feel it so much more in an oval. It's so much more sensitive. So setting up the car is actually very difficult. Dirty air and turbulence makes a huge difference with how the car is feeling. So when you're running by yourself and when you're running behind 15, 20 cars, it's a whole different game.
So a lot of times when you're thinking of a road course, you're thinking of just lateral grip, so right side versus left side tire. But in an oval, because it is all one direction, you're actually thinking crosswise. So left rear to right front to right rear. So the weight jacker, it affects that cross weight because it's extending or decreasing the length of the right rear damper. And so that's adding left front cross weight or decreasing left front cross weight.
Going softer on the front roll bar makes the car turn more. Vice versa, right? Going stiffer makes it turn less. On the rear bar, going stiffer makes the car turn more. Going softer makes it turn less. So it's the opposite of the front bar. And the weight jacker, if you put more weight to the left front tire, which that's what it jacks the weight to the left front, it'll make the car turn more.
Roll bars usually have a bigger effect on like mid-corner and exit, and weight jacker is usually more of a thing that you use to try either stabilize or free the car up on turn-in.
If you're insecure on entry, stiffen up the front bar. If you need more turn-in the center of the corner, stiffen up the rear bar to see what's going on.
But as a fuel run goes on and you lighten the car up with less fuel, maybe you start burning your tires off a little bit, that's when you really start working your tools to adjust the balance to make sure that you can stay ahead of the tire wear, adjust for the difference in weight because of the fuel.
Typically, a fast car in traffic will be a car that has a little bit more COP, which is more forward aero balance, but you don't really want that when you're in clean air.
Oval racing racecraft changes per track, just like anything on a road course does. So on a short oval, you're going to be much more aggressive. You're going to see slide jobs, guys that are throwing their car to the middle of the turn and hoping to kind of take that air off the car behind them.
And then if you go into more of a super speedway kind of drafting type of scenario, well then now you're talking pack racing, really close proximity between cars. So the room for error gets really, really tiny when you have a lot of cars around you.
The biggest thing is just being comfortable running different lanes of a track. Typically on an oval you have different gradients of banking the further you go up the track, which makes the racing better. So you can have a little bit more grip, but you're traveling at a farther distance, you have a bigger radius. So being able to say, hey, I want to go high now or I want to go low, and understanding what you need from a car to be able to do that is very important.
Find air. Air is always your friend on the ovals. Air is what produces the grip, and always go where people aren't. That's at least that's how I do things, because it'll help you get a run, it'll help you find some grip. If you're locked tire to tire, four wheels in front of you, and then you're lined up in their four wheels, you have way less grip than you will ever have if you at least have the left front corner of your car in clean air.
So for the Indy 500, for example, you're going to start a run at least 2 laps earlier. You're going to kind of see the timing of the car in front of you, and then as you see where they're good or bad, you can predict, okay, I'm going to get a run out of turn 3 so that I'm close to them exiting turn 4 so I can pass them into turn 1.
Yeah, oval racing is a lot about racecraft. It's about being smart, thinking about to be there in the end of the race. A lot of people get too aggressive early on and get caught in incidents or crashes.
You're not going to win the race on lap 50. You have to survive, and it's a marathon, it's not a sprint. You have to put yourself in the right position every single time, because one small little mistake will be very expensive.
It's being on the limit of that right rear tire, the rear sidewall, the right rear sidewall of the tire, and that is what people cannot possibly see until you're actually feeling it through your body.
Don't forget to subscribe and click the like button for more driver tutorials.
And let us know in the comments what you'd like to see next.